Welcome back to the channel, guys. Arna is here, and today we're going to be talking about how to actually make money by buying Instagram theme pages, okay? So first of all, I just wanted to say this is one level up from just the beginner type of stuff where you just start an Instagram page from zero, you don't invest any of your own capital, you kind of try to grow it organically, and then you start making money from it down the line. Maybe 3 to 6 months down the line, you start selling shout outs, start promoting some products, and so on and so forth. This is something more complex, okay? This requires more skill, but anyone who's good in business, who's made a lot of money, will tell you that you will never get rich without actually owning equity. And when you do start a page from zero, you will have equity in that page. You'll be 100% equity owner, and maybe one day you'll sell it. But if you look at, very rich people in the world, and I'm not talking about Elon Musk and stuff like that. Obviously, they're just on a different level. They're super innovative and so on and so forth. But if you look at the private equity industry in general, the private equity firms, what they do is they just acquire a bunch of different small businesses, they combine it, and they, take their employees who are very good with PhDs, they make those people work on these businesses, scale that business, and then they sell the company for, let's say, 5 to 10 times more. You can have your own Instagram private equity firm if you want to, right? It's totally possible. You just need to understand the game, right? So private equity firms, it's not like their first business. The CEO of a private equity firm doesn't just start a private equity firm without any previous business experience. They probably ran multiple businesses, they sold multiple businesses, they have a lot of experience in it. And then they're like, you know what? Let's start a private equity firm. Let's acquire a bunch of different businesses. Let's scale them. Let's sell them for more than what we bought. All right? We can do the same with Instagram here. So I would only suggest you doing this if you already had some success with your Instagram pages. Okay? This is like hardcore next level. Okay? If you had some success and you made, let's say, $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month. I talked with one person a few weeks ago who's now my client. At one point, they were making $20,000 a month, right? And then it dropped because of, reasons he couldn't see. But basically, maybe you had some success already, but you want some stability and you want some equity, because what you can do essentially is buy a page, okay? Obviously, you need to find a very good deal, and I'm gonna talk about it more. But you buy a page, you grow that, you monetize that page, okay? And then you can sell it, definitely. But this usually takes time. In general, like theme pages, I wouldn't say it's the same as private equity, but it has some similarities to it. Essentially, you're doing the same thing, right? You're buying a business. Maybe the business is not profitable, but you make it profitable and then you sell it. So after you buy the page and you start monetizing it, growing it, you will need some time, at least 6 to 12 months, if you actually want to sell it. So this is more like a long-term game, long-term plan. But let's jump into it. So first of all, who am I and why am I talking about this? So my name is Arnas. I run Passionate Income and I run multiple pages, okay? So I started uploading on YouTube like every single day now, and I'm getting funny comments. They're like, oh, your followers are fake, whatever, whatever. First of all, we're posting 5 times a day, so obviously we won't get a million likes on every post we post, right? But, and some people said, well, your comments are botted. If you go to any comment section in the world on Instagram, the biggest thing on Instagram, the biggest downside of Instagram is these comments, and if you go on anything to do with finance, you'll see these comments, but that doesn't mean we don't get proper comments, right? So it's just funny, and this is not just this page I'm running. I'm running multiple pages. It's been 4 years I'm in this industry. I'm just showcasing this page because it has the biggest wow effect, but I had pages with way less followers making also a lot of money. So just so you know, I'm running this page. Okay, you can check it out. We're posting a lot. That's why, when you see celebrities, they post once a week and they get a bunch of likes. Obviously, when you post 5 times a day or 3 times or 8 times, like, you won't get the same amount of likes, you won't get the same amount of comments. But the fact is, I've been running this business for 4 years. You can check the link here. I need to change this a bit, but basically I run the newsletter with 85,000 email subscribers, which, if you know anything about business, you'll understand that that's a lot of emails. That's more than 99% of any other newsletters. There are bigger ones, obviously, but that's very big. And this is my personal brand, and I started sharing everything about theme pages recently, and on YouTube, and yeah, I got a lot of comments. So I run a lot of pages. If you want to see more, just go on the highlight results on my page. Check that out. You'll see a bunch of results, so you'll understand what's going on here. But basically, how do you buy and sell pages? Last year, I ran 207 pages, okay? The team was around like 12 people or 11 people. It was insane, okay? I couldn't keep up with it. I sold off many pages. And last year, I bought a lot of pages too. So I know what works. I know what doesn't. And let me get straight into it. I have some slides prepared for you guys. So steal this simple money-making plan. Nobody in this space is talking about this, but this is the future, okay? So you'll only find this information in some close communities with people who are big in the space, and they say, oh, I'm buying a page. But there's not a lot of talk online publicly about this. So again, keep in mind, this is one level up from just starting a page, and it's probably not for beginners. And I remember I posted this probably a year ago. I said, steal this simple money-making plan. Buy a theme page, create an irresistible freebie, collect emails in return, email your list weekly. Do this for the next 8 to 12 months. Bundle your theme page plus an email list for a fat exit. Okay, so step one, you want to buy a page, okay? Buy a page under 200,000 followers for a bargain. Sometimes you'll find bargains at 500,000 followers, 800,000 followers. But I'll tell you what, even if you go under 100,000 followers in specific niches, like if we're talking about business, wealth niche, make money online niche, you see, if you go under 100,000, you can really get crazy deals. So, for example, last year I bought a page with like 85,000 followers, super active page, very good page, and I bought it for $450. Okay, I bought another page which was blowing up like crazy. Like, it was growing 10,000 followers a day when I bought it. I bought it at 30,000 followers for around $330 or $350. It was like in a foreign currency. I had to wire the money. But basically, I bought that and it grew to like 65,000 followers or 70,000 followers. And I bought that page for $300, basically, $350. Obviously, it took some time to grow, but the page had the momentum. So I bought it at 30,000 followers, and like in a week, it was at 60,000 followers. It was just blowing up. And then it kind of stopped. I forgot about the page. But what you want to do first step is just to find pages for sale. And the best way to do that is just to message people, usually privately. By the time the page is in Discord groups, by the time the page is in marketplaces, it's already being flipped. Like, the person who is selling it is probably trying to make a quick buck from you just by selling it, like reselling it. So maybe they bought the page very cheap and now they listed it on the marketplace. Step number 2, create a fantastic product that you could give away in return for an email. So what I would do is I would check what others are selling for $100 to $200 and give the same product away. You will collect crazy amount of emails. So, okay, I didn't share my screen here. Step two. So just to explain, your offer needs to be so good because there are so many freebies on Instagram or anywhere you scroll online. You can get 20 different free ebooks. Okay, and I mean, who wants a free book now? A free ebook nowadays? Most people already took every ebook on earth. And they don't want it. But if the offer is very good and someone is selling it for $100 or $200, and they're selling it well, they're making money with it actually, then you can take that product, obviously not steal from them, but like you can see what they're selling and do the same, but for absolutely free in return for an email. And you'll start collecting crazy amount of emails. So let's say you buy a page, it's 90,000 followers. It was managed terribly, the content was terrible, and it still grew. It had the potential. Now you came in, you changed up the content, you started posting, and now you released a freebie to those 90,000 followers, which the page is growing now, and you're promoting the freebie, which usually costs $100 or whatever. You're promoting it for free. You'll be able to collect a very big amount of emails. So probably in the first few months, potentially, if a few posts go viral here and there, you can probably collect anywhere between 10 and 15,000 followers with a page like that. I mean, 10 or 15,000 email subscribers, which are active from those 90,000, or now let's say it's 120,000 followers by that point. So just a few months, you can have a 5-figure email list pretty much. Then step 3 is start selling shoutout deals on your page, even if it's a lower price. So last year in my community, this guy Ty joined, and Ty is a very nice guy. We're like mutual friends. We have mutual friends, and he came from an agency space, but he really liked what I was doing. So he was like, you know what? I'll buy a few theme pages. I'll invest a bit and see what's up. So what he did is he bought a theme page, I think in like gym niche or motorcycle niche or whatever. Very weird niche, very not mainstream niche, okay? Not like business or wealth niche. And what he did, since he came from an agency space and he's very good with systems, actually like customer relationships and so on and so forth, what he did, he bought a page, he logged onto the page, he created a Google spreadsheet immediately of every single person who ever messaged him on Instagram about shoutouts or ever bought shoutouts from that page, from the previous owner. He created a CRM, and then he followed up with every single person who ever inquired about shoutouts or buying promotions on that page. And what he did, in a matter of like a few days, he collected like half of his money back or whatever, or he recouped the investment. Like it was something crazy because he sold like a bulk deal to like a bigger brand. I think it was like, I don't want to say the number, but I remember it was a lot of posts he sold in one deal. It was like a contract. And then he pretty much recouped his money right away after buying the page. So what you want to do is start selling shoutouts. Even if it's for a lower price, you want to recoup your investment. So for example, if you bought a page for $1,000, okay, you're $1,000 in. It might be a good deal. It might be a very good deal for $1,000. What you want to do is try to recoup that at least like $250 or $500 in the first like month. Try to do that. Try to collect as many emails as possible, and your investment will be recouped. Obviously, you'll need to put in some work and so on and so forth. But after you buy the page, if you do it well, and if you have a good outreach method, you know who to reach out to, or if you have a CRM, you'll be able to recoup your money just by selling shoutouts. Even if you sell shoutouts for $20, okay, sell 20 shoutouts then for $300, okay, $15 each. Give them a bulk deal. You'll get $300 right away. Find like 4 clients like that. And for a brand which is selling something, exposure for $300, 20 posts is nothing. And for you, it doesn't matter because you'll get the money up front and then you'll deal with the promotions later as they send it in, but you'll have your money back. So this is super important. You want to recoup the investment. And obviously, this could take a few months, everything I'm talking about. Buy a theme page, have a freebie, start collecting emails, and start selling shoutouts. This could take 2-3 months, whatever. But you'll recoup your investment. Then at that time, you want to start providing value to your email list and send good content to them. Basically, give. And then when you have their trust and the audience is big enough, sell a product on the email list. Or you can either partner up with someone or create your own. So now, by the time you have 10 or 15,000 emails and you have their trust, you've been sending to them consistently. And I have an email newsletter with 85,000 subscribers. You want to build their trust. But when you have their trust, you can really sell a good product. Sell a product for $99, $149, $200, or maybe go even as deep as selling something high ticket like a service. It's your choice, obviously. But now you have 2 channels to sell and monetize. You have your Instagram where you can sell your shoutouts, and you have your email list where you can sell digital products, you can sell services, done for you services, and so on and so forth. So now you're really making money. Your business is making money. And I want you to track everything. Every single dollar you invest and every single dollar you make, this is going to be like a key document, like a tracker like that, key document when selling your business as a package. So then step 5 is when you have recouped your investment from the page or have more free money to play with, buy another page and repeat steps 1 through 4. Okay. So it depends on how's it going, right? So if you released a product to the email list and let's say you made 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 with whatever product you were selling. I'm chatting with a guy right now who sells ebooks, simple ebooks for like $29. And he's doing like $10,000, $15,000 every single launch he does. So he launches an ebook, he hypes it up and he launches an ebook. Let's say you did that, it went pretty well. You have some spare money, you're ready to invest more. Find more pages. Like you can literally build an empire of pages just like that. So it's not some crazy stuff over here. Like if you nail the points of finding a good deal, then reaching out to all the previous customers and selling the shoutouts, giving a freebie out, and just launching products to that audience, like this is not very hard to master. After you do it once or twice, you can keep doing it, just keep reinvesting your money. Then step 6, obviously repeat, buy as many good pages as possible until you run an empire of pages. Plus, you have a strong list of 10,000 to 50,000 active subscribers. So what I would do is I would buy pages in the same niche, okay? You don't want to buy like one page in motorcycle niche and another page in gym niche and a third page in spirituality niche and so on and so forth. Like, it's gonna make it way harder. Why don't you run a whole empire in one niche? It will be way easier to find the content. You can use the same freebie you used before. You can build up the same email list in the same niche. You can sell the same products. And when you have the existing customers, for example, you bought your first page in the wealth niche, right? And you sold a package to someone for $300 of 20 promos, right? Like you're really going cheap here. Now, when you buy a second page, you can reach out to them and say, hey, I have another page. Why don't we do a deal where now you renew the deal, but now, I have 2 pages. So you pay me $600 and I'll post on both pages, okay? And I'll post the same thing on both pages. You'll get double the exposure. How does that sound? And usually, brands or influencers who are trying to promote themselves, they will say, yes, why not? If they're seeing good results from you. And they're probably going to see good results because you're charging so low. Like you're undercutting everyone. So you build up this empire in one niche You have one email list, not like 20 different small email lists. You have one big email list, one big product you're pushing there now. And now what you want to do is sell your social media empire you created in the last 8 to 12 months for a fat check and enjoy life a bit. That's what it's all about, right? So I wanted to mention too, one email subscriber from Instagram has a lifetime value of $5 to $10. In general, like depends on the niche, right? I've seen some email lists where an email is worth $50 lifetime value, but usually from Instagram you get like a lot of different countries. It's not very specific, so I'd say $5 to $10. So an email list of 10,000 active email subscribers who are buying could be worth like $50,000 to $100,000 to investors. You know, so let's say you bought 5 pages, $1,000 each. You grew them. Now your network of followers is 1 million followers. Okay. Now you have, let's say, 15,000 email subscribers. It's all in one niche. You package it and you run it as one business for a bit of time just to prove the whole system works. What you do is you hire VAs, you hire team members to run it for you. Obviously, you don't want to run everything yourself. When you have people running the whole page, you have copywriters writing emails, and the whole system just flows. It's like automatic money. You can easily go out and find an investor for it. Who is going to buy it? You just want to make sure it's all automated. So you have team members, the whole system is working, you have the product market fit, everything's working. That's when you sell it, right? And you can sell it for a fat check. So for example, 1 million follower network plus like 15,000 email subscribers. And let's say you're doing $10,000 a month in profit, okay? After paying the VAs, you know, VAs don't cost that much, but you need to deduct those costs. You know, after paying everyone, paying the transaction fees of payment processors, so on and so forth, you want to track your profit. And let's say when you hit $10,000 a month in profit with just that, you can probably sell it. Let's say that's 120,000 a year. You can probably sell it for like $500,000, which sounds insane, right? But if you have a business like that running well with the whole team, you can definitely sell that for a lot of money, okay? So it's pretty crazy. And for some of you guys, this might be shocking, but that's how the whole private equity thing works. I just made a video which did very well on YouTube about how a page, meme page, sold for $85 million, okay? So it's definitely possible, and I've seen it done. And maybe you won't go this big. Maybe you'll get your pages up to $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Okay, still, you can probably sell the whole network for like $100,000. Why not? You only invested $5,000 upfront, you know, or maybe you only invested $1,000 upfront for this first page. You ran it. When that got profitable, you bought another one and another one and another one, right? So this doesn't require a lot of investment, but what it does require is skill and understanding of the market. So hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, if you have any more questions about like buying and selling pages, shoot me a message on Instagram, because this is not very talked about a lot in the space at all. Like no one talks about, oh, how to buy a page, but I've bought pages very cheap and got it profitable, basically got back my money very quick. So I know it works. And if you have more questions, let me know. By the way, 60% of the channel viewers are not subscribed. So subscribe down below, leave a comment, shoot me a message on Instagram, and see you in the next one.